Yo, this is Matthew, and just wanted to go over another one of my COVID projects. Had a couple of people ask me about some of the other things that I had going on, and well, my desk turns out is has been a COVID project that is kind of a stealth project. Even to me, I didn't really consider it a project, but as this whole COVID thing started really in March with the shutdowns and the stay-at-home orders, and you know, I've always worked at home, 25 years in the business or over 25 years in the IT space. And I've always had some type of home office wherever I've lived because most of that I've been remote. So working remotely wasn't new to me. However, it was not really long periods of time that I was remote. Number one. Number two, technology has changed a lot, and needs also change. So with that evolution of thought and of process, I decided that I needed to get a new desk, one that was a little bit bigger. So my other desk was a very nice wooden desk. It's still over in our lobby area, landing area at the top of the stairs. Still in good condition, but this new desk allows me a little bit more comfort and freedom and actually greater productivity. So just starting out, I want to take a little spin of the room. So I've got some paintings up. You can see some speakers on the wall. It's a shared space. My wife shares the space with me. But this is also our movie area. As you can see, I got my 4K Epson projector here. There's a screen on the wall, and then some other music, entertainment paraphernalia around. Of course, Purple Rain. Then there's Parliament and my man Bootsy Collins. Of course, this is the Skyfall poster and the Japanese version of Pulp Fiction poster. I have a lot of movie posters, actually. Some other album art. And got a couple plants. And so in any case, just making it more comfortable. This desk is a nice glass desk. I'll slide this off so you can see. It's a glass desk, two-tiered, has some internal cable management. Turn that light on. Some internal cable management, and it had two USB plugs built into the base of that stand, which is nice. I have my breakout box for my speakers, my 5.1 Logitech speakers, which are awesome. They are about 500 watts of power, so this room really, really rocks when you are in it and watching a movie. Have the electric pull down screen with a remote. Press the button and the remote comes down. Got my remotes there for the projector and for the cable television. What else? So just getting to the desk part, picked this up at Office Depot, and it was a very nice desk. It's kind of a hybrid of a gaming desk, office desk. I wanted something that was a bit more open, that had more space, but was also compact enough that it would fit in the room without taking up too much space. As you can see, I have a little bit of a lounge area here, so that when we're watching, the game or movies on that screen, you can kind of chill and relax, and I can even see it from here most times. And then there's the literal elephant in the room, this 49-inch monster here. This is the Asus 49-inch monitor that sits there, and it really allows, excuse that finger, for some great productivity, because the dilemma I had with my old desk is, number one, I didn't have a lot of space because I have the monitor itself. I had a 32-inch monitor, which is over there now, and that 32-inch monitor was good, but it didn't allow me what I had grown accustomed to, is that multiple screen productivity, where I can multitask because I've got different screens. I had some discussion about people that don't believe in the multi-screen, but it's been proven that it is actually effective. So I got this monitor, and then the way I've taken it is I've broken it up into zones. So let's go ahead and wake this puppy up. As you can see, I've got basically 4 individual windows broken out here on it. which is nice. Oh, something else before I go too far into the monitor. This is my HyperX microphone. And so a lot of my calls, this is actually what I'm utilizing. And I have my Surface headphones plugged into them. These are Bluetooth and wireless Bluetooth, but they also are wired. And I have them plugged into the back of the microphone, so that this is usually what I'm either listening to music with or listening to podcasts most of the day, or actually conducting calls. I have these things on. So because of these headphones, what I did is I actually bought a little headphone clamp stand action. It swivels a little bit, it has a little bit of cable management on it. So when I'm done using my headphones, I just kind of hang them like that, save space, it looks nice. This is the remote for the Logitech 5.1 here. Again, I have a couple cables plugged in for these are USB-C cables plugged in, so I can keep things charged, such as my mouse and my, slide you out the way for a second, my mouse and other things, headphones, wireless headphones. One of the other pieces that I purchased was a 3-station charging pad. So you take your phone during the day, just kind of plop it like this, let it charge while you're working, and you can still kind of just peek over and see what's going on there. And something else also is the cup holder. So it just clamps onto the desk, makes it really efficient. This one has this little slot here, so that if you have a coffee mug that fits, it just slides in here. But even my Yeti fits in here. It's pretty nice and convenient, and it swivels, which is nice. So I can kind of swivel it out the way. I don't have to worry about putting it on my desk, although some of my more novelty cups don't fit in here because they're odd shaped, such as my Thanos Infinity Gauntlet. So that's one that doesn't fit in there because it's too big. But in any case, this mic basically just lights up and tells you when it's on, when it's off, and you just kind of tap it. And that's when you're, this is when you have a hot mic, and that's the mute button there. So I bought this nice leather, genuine leather desk pad to protect the glass from scratch stuff, and this is very pleased with it. It also adds a rich look to it. It's kind of like the gaming pads that you see, except I wanted to go with leather. The next step here is to go and get a mouse pad that matches this, same color, nice thin, just so I have some consistency there. You probably see this light up keyboard that's in front of me here. This is made by a German company called Rocat, and picked it up at Best Buy. Didn't have to, get international shipping, but as you can see, it kind of lights up organically based on what's going on the screen, for instance. And I went with this. The other thing about this is a gaming mechanical RBG, meaning that it changes colors like this keyboard. And I'm sitting and doing a lot more typing at this desk, so it was important to have something that really had a great response. So I went with a mechanical keyboard. Gaming mechanical keyboards give you the best response. They do this for a living in some cases, and they want the best performance. So a lot of the things you see are kind of gaming oriented. My rig is a relatively old rig, but I've put a lot of juice in it, and it's got 32 gigs of RAM, SSD drive, fast SSD drive in it. I also have a RAID 2, so I have extra storage for some of my older archived content, such as movies and stuff. And so that's pretty cool. I picked up this Logitech rechargeable MX mouse. I was using the Microsoft desktop, ergonomic desktop. It's called the Sculpt. Had the Sculpt keyboard and Sculpt mouse, and they were great. But again, this I've been very pleased with this. I just got this yesterday, and I've been very pleased with it so far. Not only from a more traditional sense, but again, the responsiveness of the keyboard. And I do like the fact that it lights up. I can sit without the lights on and kind of, utilize the keyboard without having to have a lot of lights and stuff. It's just kind of a old school gaming thing. But I highly recommend this mouse also. It's very quick. It is rechargeable. You can see a USB-C port there. I'll plug it in when I leave, so it'll be ready to use tomorrow. Now, I don't have to. It has a pretty decent battery life, but from personal experience, the worst thing in the world is needing to use your computer and your mouse is dead. So, but it works very well. So going back to this monitor from Asus, it's quite a beast. It's quite heavy. So that was one of the other pieces, is making sure that I had a stand that could support it, get it up at the proper eye level